Today on Grow Up, Level Up, Sunset Selects, we are talking about the Nintendo Indie World Direct that happened today on August 7th, our highlights and games that we're looking forward to playing, and Jordan's got some weird game for me. This is Grow Up, Level Up, Sunset Selects. Play the intro. Welcome to the end of your day for us, or beginning of the day, to the Sunset Selects, the weekly podcast, or I guess in this case, semi-weekly podcast, where we talk to you about what you should be playing, watching, enjoying in your 5 to 9 after your 9 to 5. My name is Samson, aka Samson XP, as your host, and my co-host today is Jordan, aka Sir Dr. JM. Welcome back, Jordan.
Thank you. That's me. You say welcome back, and it's funny because I thought, did I miss an episode or something? Has it been a while since we recorded? And the fact is, it's because we did 2 episodes of How We Play in a row, of course, with Victoria Tran and Jesse Pang. So it's been a while since we did the regular show. Air quotes,
that
regular.
is correct. Yeah, it's been a funny schedule. Like as you know, if you are a frequent listener, we have pivoted to 2 shows here on Grow Up, Level Up, Sunset Selects, and How We Play. Sunset Selects being our picks of the week, if you will, or maybe like a variety show, all related around gaming and movies. We did 2 episodes of that, and then we did 2 episodes of How We Play, our interview podcast, where we talked to Victoria Tran, who works on Among Us as the community manager. Very cool. Go get her new book, Mastering Community Work, or Mastering Community Work. I'll put the link in the description, victoriatran.com/book. And then we also talked to Jesse Pang, who is an incredible collector in Pokemon here in Canada, here in Vancouver, shared about his journey collecting, how he manages his collection and how he manages his store. And I thought that was a really great episode. So if you haven't checked those out, definitely go back into our channel and check out those last 2 interviews. And before that, we did 2 episodes of Sunset Selects with friends of the show, Lucas and Dayton. True. Talking about movies and other games and getting their updates, Pokemon and all that. So Jordan, it's been a while since we've had our one-to-one, eh?
It has, right? Indeed. And you know what? I'll be honest. Both those episodes with Lucas and Dayton, and a little bit of Jesse's episode will perhaps certain topics will come into play in our game upcoming.
Yes. So the schedule for this episode is going to be we're going to recap the Indie World Direct for Jordan. He hasn't watched it yet. I caught it this morning over some morning coffee. And then Jordan's prepared some sort of game competition for me. I have zero idea what this is. So make sure you stay around for that.
It's a game. It's a game.
Okay.
Not a competition, because I'd win, because obviously I built it. So.
True. A competition with myself. Like.
Yes. Good point.
So make sure you stick around for that. But without further ado, we're going to jump into the Nintendo Indie World Showcase that happened this morning on August 7th. Oh, and along the way, let us know what games you're excited for in the Indie Direct. Usually, Jordan and I would bring picks, whether it's movies or games, but we were talking at the beginning of the show, we didn't really play too many games over the last month. It's summertime, and we've been outside hanging with friends and family. So I'll be honest, I'm dropping the ball. I have not played too many games this summer. Jordan, how about you?
I have played a couple things, and a couple interesting things in particular. One of them, I am bound to secrecy via what's it called, an NDA, because it may be in a certain alpha testing state, and that's all I can truly say. However, if you're a fan of the show, you may look back and recall something I decided to start doing when I turned 33 back in May. Put the pieces together, and you may be able to figure out what game I have been playing in that sense. But aside from that, I've also been playing a game called Jusant, which is a sort of a rock climbing game. Came out, wish I could remember, but it was free on PlayStation Plus. It's about 4 hours or so long, and it's about climbing some big cliff city, and you're this little, I don't know, explorer dude, kind of figuring out what happened to this civilization that lived on this rock wall kind of cavernous city thing, and
Mhm.
it's pretty cool. But
Interesting.
that's kind of the extent of what I've been playing. I've been living the solo bachelor life right now with nobody else in the house. So I figured it'd be fitting to wear my One Piece shirt because I've been watching a lot of One Piece,
Okay,
and that's
yeah.
what's been taking most of my time.
I was gonna say your rock climbing game, I think, is the wrong climbing game that's hot this month. I don't know if you've seen peak
Oh
yet.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, different.
So for this week, we are gonna kind of take a step back, look at some games we're looking forward to playing. I actually have a bit of a list here that kind of came up throughout the day. But first, we're gonna go over the Nintendo Indie World Direct that happened this morning, August 7th. Like I said at the top of the show, 6 a.m. I didn't wake up for that. I watched it while brushing my teeth. It was 15 minutes long, so doing my morning routine, it was perfect. And Nintendo revealed a handful of games. Spoiler alert, no Hades 2, no Hollow Knight Silk Song.
Yeah.
I think at this point it's just a running joke that you just got to make the prediction because it's got to pop up eventually.
If Hollow Knight had been there, I probably would have heard about it, and I probably would have watched. Also, if I had heard that it was only 15 minutes, I probably would have made time to watch it. But
Mhm.
yeah, I didn't hear that till just now. So,
You
anyways,
got One Piece. You got One Piece to watch.
exactly.
15 minutes. But I'm pulling this article from Nintendo pulling this article from Polygon.com, written by Michael McWhirter, rounding up everything on that happened in Nintendo Direct. So if you're watching the YouTube version, I'm going to share my screen so you can follow along, and we'll go through each announcement. And Jordan, if there's a trailer that you would like to see, let me know and I'll click on it.
Mm-hmm.
So first game they revealed right off the bat is from the Shovel Knight developers, Mina the Hallower, which is a Zelda-like. I'll play the trailer for this, but it is a Zelda-like game. It looks like you're a little mouse character going around slashing stuff with a sword.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty regular, if I will say, or not regular. Pretty pretty basic looking. I don't know. It looks
Oh,
very Game
interesting.
Boy Zelda SNES kind of, but it looks like it's a video game ass video game. I don't know.
It certainly is a video game, and I mean, I think that's what Yacht Club games fanatics love to see, right? I mean, starting their legacy with Shovel Knight, I think everyone was impressed with how they kind of translated the sort of classic video game style into a modern video game. And it looks like, I mean, for all intents and purposes, it looks like they're going to do it again with Mina the Hollower. So,
Yeah, consider me interested. I'm just like, yep, this looks good, and I know the
yeah.
pedigree of Shovel Knight, so
Mhm.
I'm excited for that. And it comes out October 31st, so Halloween.
Ah,
Great day.
good one.
Next one is Well Dweller, and I will say, a lot of these indie world art styles, art directions are like really cool. So shout out to that. This one is a side scroller kind of
Mute it.
hack and slash. Is it weird?
No, there you go. Very loud.
Oh,
That's
oh,
okay.
my bad. Okay, here's the weird thing. I can't hear it on my end. So
Okay.
that's weird that it's coming through the podcast recording and not my own headphones. But I will do that. Let's see.
Well, it's all good now. It's muted now.
Okay.
So,
Interesting. So, anyways, yeah, this is like a Metroidvania. That's the word I was looking
mhm.
for. Like a Metroidvania kind of thing. You're like a little bird, you meet little animals.
Mhm.
Looks kind of creepy. But yeah, if you're into that, check out Well Dweller.
Mhm.
Next one they revealed is Neverway, which I believe they I think
Nice.
the
Love the
sprite
developers talking at us.
I think the
Oh,
sprite
yes.
they said the sprite worker is or the sprite designers is the same person that did Celeste.
Oh, okay.
So there's some artistry to this. Published by Outer Sloth. So shout out
Mhm.
to Victoria again. Yeah, seems like another adventure.
This one, I really like the art style. It again has sort of a classic indie or a classic video game kind of look to it, a little more anime style with the characters and some of the art and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but a lot of style behind this one. I mean, if you're watching right now, or if you go watch the trailer, they play a lot with the color and sort of the tint of things. So, um, kind of putting their own, I guess you could say, unique twist on how things look in that sense. It'll be interesting to see how that sort of plays into it overall and really translates to the game. But
Mm-hmm. Neverway coming 2026. And then next we have a herdling. This is the first one that piqued my interest.
Okay.
So herdling, uh, you seem like you're a shepherd, okay, and
Yes.
you're pushing around these, or not pushing around, but you are herding
You're shepherding
these.
them.
You're shepherding them. These like goat monster mammoth looking creatures across like really beautiful scenery.
Mhm.
Once again, like art style is pretty cool. Lots of puzzles and all that. So it's kind of like, I don't know how you describe this game. Like it's not like Pikmin, but you're basically herding these guys around different places. It looks like the animals all have different abilities and sizes and do
Right.
stuff. I guess it's kind of like Pikmin, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of cool. I think the concept is what piqued my interest. Like,
Mhm.
not too many herding games out there. So looking forward to that, and that comes out like in a couple weeks, August
Nice.
21st. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, actually, I like how that one looks cool as well. As a lapsed Pikmin fan,
Ooh,
I am a fan of the one guy controls a bunch of. I mean, typically it's smaller minions, but in this case, many of them appear to be larger. But
yeah,
I
sheep
like the
sheep
spin.
guys.
Yep.
The second game that piqued my interest is this seat taken.
Ah,
This one has been on my Steam wish list for a while, so it was cool to see
okay.
this on Switch.
I
I
want to eat a
immediately
burger.
went to the eShop and picked this up because it dropped today.
Oh, cool.
And for this one, it is a cute version of a bunch of logic puzzles. It's
Ah,
like Sally doesn't want to sit beside Jimmy. Jimmy wants to sit by a window. Tommy wants to sit next to Jimmy, kind of thing. So you're
right.
trying to find the seat or seats that satisfies everybody's kind of odd requests. Like if you're watching the
Ah,
video here, one is like, I like loud music. I want to be near a light because I'm reading a book. I can't be near like, um,
mosquitoes.
yeah, that kind of thing. So very cute,
Yeah.
very easy controls. I can't wait to dig into this. Hopefully, it's not like too hard because this is a game that I would love to play, like just sitting on the patio at the end of work. Just lots of little puzzles to enjoy, and it's very cute. Reminds me of Snipper Clips. I don't know if you
Mhm,
remember
mhm.
that from when the Switch launched. Also,
Yeah.
where's the sequel to that? That's a great game.
Yeah.
Um,
Snip more clips.
to snip to clip. So I'm looking forward to getting into is this seat taken?
Yeah. I like the
Very
idea behind that one. Not something you see every day.
mm-hmm. Next one, Little Kitty Big City. Did you play this one, Jordan? For
Oh,
some
I
reason.
okay. So now that you mentioned this, they did talk a little bit about the showcase here on Kind of Funny Games Daily. Of course, my primary news source for all video game news. And they did talk about this, and so I actually did look into this because, yes, I do own Little Kitty Big City on the Switch, and yeah, I mean, I'm honestly quite excited to return to the world of Little Kitty Big
Of the
City with
big
my
city.
daughter. That's
Yeah.
right. And not just like, I mean, at first glance, I was kind of like, did they just give you cat customization? Because like that is a sort of a feature of the trailer. They show you like designing your cat and changing the eyes and the color and giving it markings and stuff. And I was like, well, that's neat, but not really much gameplay there. But then they kind of get into it, and I think if you read the description wherever it is, um, it actually talks about the fact that there's new places to explore, new quests to do, and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm actually looking forward to this one.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. Is this a game that I would enjoy? Like if I make my cat in this game, would I enjoy it?
um, I think that Little Kitty Big City, um, to me, I felt like Little Kitty Big City, and what I think the developers of Little Kitty Big City do really well is uh, give you the embodiment of a cat. It does very much like there are just things in it that if you have a cat and you play it, you're like, yeah, that's what cats are like. So if
Hmm.
that sounds appealing, then certainly I think so. Do I think it's like the tightest controls? Not always. Does it feel like I don't know, the most cat like? Not always, but often it does. And I think if you're just kind of looking for a chill adventure that's, not too challenging. Like, I don't believe there's any fail states really. At worst, like you're climbing up a building and you fall off of it and you go, crap, and then you got to start that climb again.
Mhm.
Then go for it. To me, if I hadn't been buying it to play with my daughter, I probably would say
Yeah,
wait for a discount or something like that. But
sure.
but
Yeah.
it is still a fun game, no,
Okay.
regardless.
Okay. Yeah. I'll consider it. We do have a cat. Content warning, which came
Mm.
out like last year. Very, very cool game. I think this was the one that kind of started
Mhm.
maybe Among Us started it, but it's like one of those friend games that you play with
Friend slop genre.
friend slop. I don't like that word. Okay, I think friend slop is derogatory, and these proximity chat games are very fun and
So what's the opposite
physics
of
based.
slop? Friend,
Friend,
friend quality, friend.
friendliness. I don't know. We'll work on that. Not
Good
slop.
time
Yeah,
with
what is the
friends.
opposite?
It's the
Yeah,
good time with friends
good
genre.
time with friends game. And this game's really fun. I think the concept is very very simple to understand, right? You go in, get footage of monsters, and then try to escape. It's kind of like the extraction shooter, but you're not really shooting or looting anything. You're just trying to film yourself doing silly things with these monsters, which do jump scare you sometimes. But once everybody gets spooked and runs around and dies or whatever, it's very forgiving that way. So it's
Did you
very
play this
cool,
one?
very fun. I did, yeah.
Okay.
When it came out, played it for like they come and go. Played it
Yeah.
for like a month, and then
Okay.
there was like a content drought, so it's like okay, we'll come back to this. Never did, but it was fun. It's like I don't know because these are also for like $5, right? It's cheaper than seeing a
Yeah.
movie, so it's kind of like
Yeah, that's a good point.
playing a movie with a friend for a couple nights, and then you got your $5 worth, and that's that. But yeah, content warning. If you have a couple of friends, if you have $20, well, sorry, no, if you have 4 sets of $5, so $20, play with your friends. It's really fun. It is spooky though.
Okay.
But you will have a good time.
That's kind of what I was wondering. Was like, is it too spooky? As
It
in that
might be too spooky for a child.
for
Because it
wusses
does.
of the spooky genre like me.
Yeah. I mean, there's not like creepy, gory stuff, but there is a lot of like once you go down, it's
Something
got like
jumps
an
out at you.
ominous hum.
Mm.
Yeah, it's so quiet. Stuff will
Gotcha.
jump out at you when you turn around really fast and see a spooky guy. There's a big stinger. Yeah, that kind of
Gotcha.
stuff. Next one is another game I'm excited for. Ball X Pit, or no, Ball Pit.
Bulk's
Uh,
Pit.
Ball X Pit. It looks like Arkanoid, that
Yep.
like you're a little platform bouncing a ball back and forth, but it's also a
Mhm.
roguelite, city builder, kind of thing. Like
Mhm.
like you upgrade your stuff, you upgrade a town at the very end. So it's got a lot going for it, but I think it's cool because the mechanics are simple, not easy, simple, and it seems like there's a lot going on, which
Mhm.
makes it interesting. Even if you don't have a perfect run or something, these kind of easy to control roguelikes I really like Peglin and
Mhm.
I don't know what's another one. Dicey Dungeons is also a cool one. So I'm looking forward to this. Comes out October 15th, and I will be picking up on my Switch 2. I'm trying
Nice.
to pick up more indies on the Switch 2. I think that those are the kind of games I like to play on there.
I really dig the melding of the genres here, and I'm a sucker for building a town style stuff. I really in the trailer there they cut to the sort of town overview where it's kind of interesting because it looks like your city is like almost suspended in this cavern kind of thing. And I really like how that looks. It just looks cool.
So I played the demo for this. It was on
Okay.
PC, and yeah, the story is like I don't know if you're trying to escape it or you're exploring this pit.
Mm.
And you're like the town you build, you go
Oh,
deeper and deeper into the pit,
gotcha.
and then you like come back up with resources, build out your town, and then go deeper or whatever.
Right.
So that's the idea.
Cool.
Then we got a trailer for Ultimate Sheep Raccoon, sequel to Ultimate Chicken Horse. If you like Chicken Horse, you'll probably like Sheep Raccoon. I think they're going for more of like a trials kind of game. We got Glaciered. Very weird. This is very weird. I'll play the trailer for those watching, but I'll skip ahead past the folks talking. Basically, you're playing as this like prehistoric underwater dinosaur.
Underwater raptor.
Yeah, and you're I guess more or less flying through these underwater caves, collecting stuff, exploring stuff. Um, yeah, it's very interesting.
I just want to know where the light source is, because you got
Your
is that
butt.
is there like a fish that is behind you that is like an angler fish type thing? It looks like there might be actually.
Yeah, and I guess you're shooting
Oh, and you
stuff
shoot.
out of
Wow.
your, which is like, how come we evolved to not have those? Because that would have
Yeah,
been a
I
lot
want to. I
handier.
wish we evolved to include laser arms and stuff.
Yeah, and swords. Yeah, so
Yeah.
very very interesting concept, and I don't know how I feel about playing as a swimming raptor bird. So you're also fighting a lot. I don't know, could be cool. Maybe it's a
Yeah.
hidden gem. Uh, and then that is it. Honestly, like then they showed a
Right.
montage of like UFO 50,
Hmm.
um, like Go Go Town, Undusted, like a lot of handfuls. And then I was expecting, all right, and here's the one more
One
thing.
more thing.
No, it just ended.
No.
I was like, oh, all right. Ends with the montage. And that is the Nintendo Direct or
Fair
the
enough.
indie world. So nothing crazy, but I am looking forward to 2 games out of the 10 or so they showed. So I
Mhm.
can't complain, and one I could play right away. So I always love that.
Yeah.
Um, there is one more game that came out today that wasn't in the
Oh, that's funny.
Nintendo Direct, which I'm like, well, because it wasn't coming to Switch.
Ah, gotcha.
But it is called The Royal Writ, published by the what are those folks called? The Yogs Cast team from
Why do
YouTube.
I was gonna say, why do I know that? But I getcha.
You know, Jordan, you know me. Give me like a roguelite with some cards,
It's true.
and I'm in. Maybe some dice, not not necessary, not a need. But the Royal Writ came out today. It's got this really funky art style. It looks like a storybook. It's like in an animal kingdom. I don't really know what's going on. There's something about permanent death, but you're basically playing cards of creatures, and the creatures move up in lanes, and I think you have to destroy a base. So that's the idea. The art style is really cool. Can't wait to try it later. But yeah, there and lane builders, lane attackers. I like those kind of games too. So card game roguelites, come on. It's hitting a couple check
that's your
boxes for me.
kryptonite.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm looking forward to trying that later. The Royal Writ just came
Royal
out today on Steam. Was really hoping for a Switch release, but early access kind of stuff, I guess.
Mm.
Not too bad
The
either.
the art style actually reminds me of the Plucky Squire when it was doing the
Oh
2D style thing. Obviously not when it switches to 3D, but
yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's got a little bit of what's that slapping game? The one where you played the little guy running around.
Slapping game.
Yeah, you played it. You liked it.
I know what you're doing.
Nice to meet you, something like that.
Thank goodness you're here.
Yes, that's it. There you go.
Nice to meet you. The slapping game.
Yeah, just art style wise, a little bit of that kind of style. Although this one is animal creatures instead of weird humans and hot dog people and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if there were actually hot dog people, but there's a hot dog fence.
I think. I mean, there's gorillas, horses, bats, mantises. Might be a hot dog. We'll see.
I don't know. I meant in what was it called?
Oh, and thank goodness you're here.
Thank goodness you're here. I want to call it like nice to meet you for some reason every time.
Nice to meet you. That's where the hot dog comes from. No, yeah, but that's the other game I'm looking forward to playing in the next couple weeks as we come up to the end of the summer or the second half of the summer. Cool. Yeah, just looking for because like everybody, we've been out and about. We've been touching grass, our yearly touch grass. After Victoria told us to, I'm like, yeah, you're right. I should go touch some grass.
Absolutely.
Jordan, do you have any games you want to share, or would you like to move on to the game that you made for the show?
I do not have any games to share really. Like I said, I talked about Jusant a little bit at the top of the show. Right. It's it's a fun game. It's definitely the kind of game that I would have played in high school on PS3 that would have been released on PlayStation Plus for free, like when it dropped, like when it actually released. And I would have played it and been like, that was a cool kind of weird game that I wouldn't have picked up otherwise. And I mean, that's why I got it now. It's just it's not on PlayStation Plus till I think probably 2 years after it came out. But interesting. I won't say too much because obviously there's like kind of a mystery about like you're climbing through this village town thing on the massive cliffside, and you're the only one there, and it's kind of piecing together these little individual stories about what happened and stuff. So yeah,
Cool.
it's cool. It's cool.
Cool.
Check
You
it out if
climbed
you
that
have
mountain.
PlayStation Plus.
I will, but I can't. One day. All right.
Whatever do you mean by that?
All right. Do I have to break the news now?
I think you should.
So, like everybody knows, or maybe if you don't, welcome to the show. But I'm going to Japan next month in a couple weeks. And, Japan is not the most expensive country in the world, but it's expensive. So I had to sell some of my things. And one of those things was the PS5. Just wasn't using it. Was collecting dust. It was taunting me. So I'm like, I played the games I wanted. I got through Spider-Man, God of War, Astrobot, all great experiences, but I think it's time to part ways. So I sold it to a local business, Everything J&J, shout out here in New Westminster. Great shop owned by great people. So we worked out a deal. They picked it up. And I got some cold hard cash to spend in Japan. Now, what will I spend it on? I don't know. Probably food. Probably
Fair
hotels. So I'll work through that. But I still have my trusty Nintendo Switch, my gaming PC, and of course my phone to play games on. So I'm not out of the game yet.
Do you have a Steam Deck, or did you had one and you sold it?
I had one and I sold it to a buddy that was looking to actually build a gaming PC, and I'm like, yeah, I'll build one for you. And then I said, or do you like playing games on your couch with your kids, and then or away from your kids? He has kids younger than you. And then I kind of pitched him on the Steam Deck, and it was cheaper than the PC we were going to build anyway. So it worked out in the end as well. So I'm like down on handhelds, but I still have my Switch too, which I really do enjoy. Like I was playing, I'm actually getting through Pokemon Scarlet. I tried fighting the Elite Four. I am severely underleveled. So I'm like, all right, back to the grind, and I'm just killing these Scythers and Phalanxes and collecting Pokemon along the way. That's a game that's also like a nice, not mindless, but you can play it while watching a TV show or like just chilling on the couch listening to music or something. It's perfect for that.
That makes sense.
Topic for another time though. I will beat Pokemon Scarlet
before
eventually.
ZA.
But before ZA, yes. Hey, actually, while we're on this, I'll be in Japan when ZA comes out. So,
that's cool.
So I gotta figure out something to do around that. I don't know. Maybe I'll
pick up a Japanese copy.
Maybe. I don't know. I pre-ordered mine already, and then I talked to my wife, and I'm like, "Oh, are you gonna get one?" She's like, "No, I'll just watch you play." And I'm like, "Oh, well, I guess we don't need like 2 copies of the same game. Like that makes sense."
Well, if it's on, you don't have 2 Switch 2s, do you?
We have 1 Switch 1 and 1 Switch 2.
Okay.
So it's still possible, but I mean, like, with the 2 versions, it's to be able to,
of course,
trade each other Pokemon that the other version doesn't have. But there's only 1 version of ZA, so it might be a game we just play together.
Well, and that'd be because ZA is the 3rd one, right? Because it was X and Y, and then ZA is the continuation sort of thing.
Yeah, I think that's the idea. They kind of broke that pattern, so there's really no.
That's true.
No, what to say anymore. Like,
because this is a Legends one too, isn't it?
Yep. And it also came 10 years after the X and Y, so very, very weird.
You're right. It is
very different. Jordan, what game did you prepare?
All right. Well, let me share my screen out here, and I'm really hopeful this doesn't lag out my whole PC while we're doing this. Let's go for a window. Let's go here. Oh, that's not going to work. Okay, I'll do entire screen.
Me.
All right, here we go. All right, audience and Samson, you can see my screen. And I hope you're ready for a game I like to call Cop or Drop.
Oh, okay.
So, in this game, what we'll be doing here, you, my friend, will be, there we go, presented with 2 options. And you have to choose which one you will forever cop and which one you will forever drop. So
Okay.
cop, of course, being the one that you will choose as your preferred option, and drop is the one that you will never touch ever in your life again. All right.
Oh,
This is
dang.
very
Okay.
serious business. So
Yes. If
you
you're
will
listening on
obviously be
podcasts,
sticking to this.
if you listen to podcasts, please come to the YouTube version because Jordan's prepared visuals.
There are visuals, yes. I will describe the two options on each page as well.
Okay. All right.
Now, first, we have a bit of a bonus here. Do you know who this lovely cop that I chose for the graphic is?
I mean, it might be the font. Looks like someone from GTA.
Good. Okay, so the font is the GTA font, and
Okay.
I did look up images of cops from GTA. I also looked up images of cops from Saints Row, and I was going to use one of them, but then I had the idea of which one I chose to use. And if you look in this particular cop's hand underneath the P, you might see something that'll give you a hint.
Under the P. Oh, skate?
Close.
Skate. Tony Hawk.
That's right. This is Officer Dick from Tony Hawk. This is in particular the version from Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3+4 remake that just came out.
Okay.
And Officer Dick in the remake, of course, is actually Jack Black. So that is Jack Black as Officer Dick. So
okay, that's pretty sick.
anyways, little bit of trivia there. Now, for your first choice that you have to make, are you going to cop the Switch 2? Everyone's favorite, newest favorite home console, or are you going to cop the PlayStation 5? You must cop one, you must drop one. I think we all know your choice here.
I don't know if it's recency bias, but yeah, I think I gotta cop the Switch 2 and drop the PS5.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Dude, hey, Sony's been putting their games on PC, so I'm like, that's not...
All right, you know what? That's totally fair. I will absolutely give you that. And guess what? Now you get to pick between the Switch 2 and the Steam Deck.
You know what the silly thing is with all these games coming out? Like, Is This Seat Taken and Royal Red and what's that other one? The King is Watching. Like, all these games. I'm like, dang it. Why aren't these coming out for Switch? I just bought this.
That's a good point.
I didn't really want the Steam Deck because it was too bulky, but all these games are Steam games, so they'll work on the Steam Deck. Man, I think I'm gonna have to stick with the Switch 2 just because it's also like, I don't know, I like the form factor more. I think that's a big part. Yeah, Switch 2 over to
Switch
Steam
2.
Deck.
All right, and you know what? It's funny because you played into my hand there because of course I knew you were going to pick the Switch 2 on the first go because you just sold your PlayStation 5. Then coming over here, and I was hoping you'd bring up the fact that Sony's releasing all their games on Steam, because then you're presented with the Steam Deck and yet you still pick the Switch 2. How dare you? How dare you? Now, one thing I'll say for the viewers here, ignore the fancy E that you see underneath the Steam Deck there. I definitely did not steal this image from Esquire. Anyways. Okay. So now one thing I will actually mention here that I find very interesting. Again, I was talking about not having a ton of games to play right now, or not finding a ton of interest in games right now. I have actually also had a Switch 2 at my house this entire time that I have not really been playing games, and I don't know what it is. I've got Mario Kart World on it, and obviously I talked a big game about Mario Kart, and Animal Crossing are kind of my two main Nintendo franchises. And yeah, I don't know what it is. I played a little bit, and I kind of feel like a bit of it is possibly just the fact that it's not my Switch 2. So like any progress I make, any carts I unlock or costumes I unlock, it just doesn't really matter to me, because I could be like, oh, I want to unlock all the costumes, but why? Because again, it's not my Switch, it's not my account, it's not my game. So I'm a little bit like, my friend just decided, well, he was going on vacation, so he let me borrow it. I know, wild. He wasn't taking his Switch 2 on vacation.
Yeah,
I'm like, who are you? Are you stupid? That's what it's for. But anyways, so yeah, just interesting. Yeah, very interesting. But
I mean, yeah.
All
Conversation for another time.
That's right. You ready for another one?
I'm scared now. You read my mind twice, 3 times already. So how many steps ahead of you are we?
Okay, so we know, just to recap here, that you picked the Switch 2 over both the PlayStation 5 and the Steam Deck. Well, guess what? You made the right choice, because your next cop or drop, we've got Donkey Kong and we've got Mario. Who will you cop and who will you drop? Of course, Donkey Kong Bonanza, the hot new Nintendo game. Some people famously or infamously, like Tim Geddes, saying that Donkey Kong Bonanza is better than Mario Odyssey. A game that, fun fact, I never played. So, anyways.
You played that on your Switch too. That's not your Switch 2.
Oh, you're right. The thing is, I know I would love Odyssey. I know I bought the Mario, whatever it was, 25th anniversary.
Oh yeah.
Pack, whatever, the one that had
3D All-Stars.
Yes, 3D All-Stars. That's the one. And I've talked about on the show playing through Mario 64 and like with my daughter, but it also kind of being the first time I'd really played it, playing through some of Sunshine with her, and then also Galaxy. And like, I'll be honest, I know people love Galaxy. Like, it's cool, but like, I don't really see the glory in it. Now, I didn't get super far, but I probably put a good 5-ish hours into it. And I just don't see why people think it's like one of the greatest Mario games of all time. But I'm also biased to love Sunshine, because that's the one that I played growing up, and I know people hate Sunshine. Anyways, who will you pick, Donkey or Mario?
Okay, so is this like all Donkey Kong games and all Mario games, or like you're using the movie Mario, so can I not watch the movie anymore?
I would suggest you can take it however you like. If you want it to just be the character, because like for me, if I'm looking at just these characters, who do I want? A little mustachioed plumber or a gorilla that wears a tie? I want a gorilla. Like, come on. But if we're talking games, obviously Mario does have more games. Probably better games.
Mario Kart. He's in Mario Party, man.
It's true. I
mean, I guess Donkey Kong's also in Mario Party, but it's not called Donkey Kong Party.
Yeah, Donkey Kong Party. That's a lame name.
Dang. Okay, that's tough. I get you're letting me pick the parameters, but I don't know how hard I want to make it on myself. Because to be honest, I think I might drop Mario here.
Okay.
I've played enough Mario games.
Sure.
The movie's great, of course, but if I never watch it again, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. I've done a lot of Mario things, but Donkey Kong, I haven't played Tropical Freeze.
Okay.
And the hype around Bonanza is like, yeah, it's great. I'm just kind of waiting for a better time to get into a game like that.
Right.
So I do want to play Bonanza, just not right now.
Sure.
So I think I do keep Donkey Kong around, and then Mario, yeah, whatever.
I've
played many a Mario in my life. So I picked the monkey. I mean, the Donkey Kong.
Fair enough. Good. I respect that choice. I think that's kind of,
thank you.
You and I followed the same kind of train of thought there. That's definitely where I went as well. Is like, I've played enough Mario. I've seen enough Mario. There's more unexplored territory with Donkey Kong. So, Did you ever play Donkey Kong 64 or Donkey Kong Country? You didn't?
No. I think the last one I played was Donkey Kong Jungle Beat on the GameCube, if that counts.
I see.
And then the one on the Game Boy, I think that was Country.
I think you're right. I'm not sure if it was the same version, but yeah.
Yeah, I played the one on the Game Boy. So
cool.
Yeah, and I missed everything else Donkey Kong. But Bonanza's got me hyped. Got me going Bonanzas.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I actually did play Donkey Kong 64 on my friend's N64 growing up, and it was always one that I was like, this is like really good, really fun. I know people kind of tend to hate on it because of just how far they leaned into the collectathon of it all. And I mean, I've never gone back to it, but at the time I was like, yeah, this game is sick and people don't talk about this game enough. So anyways, okay. Well, we're going to stay sort of in the same vein here in the video game realm, a little more video game, but at the same time, a little less video game. Your next choice. We've got your favorite PlayStation franchise as reported last night when I asked you.
Right, now, at like 12 a.m.
I'd like you to pay special attention, and for the audio listeners, I have an image of Nathan Drake from Uncharted 4 here, but it says Uncharted 5, A Thief's Return. That's right. We're talking a new Uncharted game.
Oh, okay.
Versus, so are you going to cop or drop a new Uncharted game or Pokemon Blah? That's right. A new Pokemon game. Now, for argument's sake, let's not say it's ZA, because you know what ZA is. That is a known quantity, regardless of if you played it or not. So let's say a completely brand new Uncharted game versus a completely brand new Pokemon game that you've never seen before. Which will you cop?
So like two next entries in the franchise.
That's
neither right. I've really seen.
That's right. So you could use your imagination. Let's just say, for argument's sake, it will be the game to blow your mind either way. It will be.
Is this the Pokemon Generation 10?
Yes. Oh, if that's what you want. If that's what you want.
It does make it more interesting.
Gen 10, the legendaries are
they brought back Pikachu again.
Now,
but he's golden or something.
Yes, now it's Golden Chew, and what else? What would go along with a golden mouse? The other one is a golden slice of cheese. Oh my god, they actually have that though, don't they? Kind of.
Cheese Pokemon?
Well, Goldango.
He's
kind of a cheese string guy.
Yeah, he looks like a cheese string guy. I think he's like technically like a gold coin or something, a stack of gold. That's what, yeah, but everyone calls him cheese string guy. Okay. Oh man, it was tough because you were. I was actually leaning towards Uncharted 5. It's been too long, and we need a big action game. But I feel like Gen 10 Pokemon, I just need to be a part of the moment. Like if I'm not playing that ever in my life, like I'm gonna be missing a big one, and I think whatever the next one gonna be is the big one.
Okay.
So I picked Pokemon Blah.
Okay.
Golden Chew and cheese.
Golden Chew and golden cheese. Got it.
Golden cheese, yeah.
All right.
Pokemon Blah. Are you keeping score of these, or
no? I mean, this is just for fun.
Such a social experiment.
Exactly.
Cool.
Very interesting. And you know what? This actually reminded me as well. Whatever it was, a month or so ago, before I missed those episodes that you did with Dayton and Lucas. That's it.
Yeah.
I had started replaying Uncharted 4, actually.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, I think the Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection, that's what it was called, was put on PlayStation Plus.
Right. And I talked about maybe picking it up on Steam, which I never did.
Yeah. So I got inspired and I dove back into Uncharted 4 and started playing it again. And yeah, I was reminded just how much fun those games are. Like just total pulp action, like just taking cover, running around, shooting stuff. Of course, Uncharted 4 was the first in the series to really introduce stealth. And that was a lot of fun. There's a lot of, I think that was an improvement the series really needed from the first three. But yeah, I was having actually just a blast with that, kind of coming back to it. And man, Naughty Dog, just killer in the graphics department. Like they make pretty games. So
did you end up finishing it?
I didn't finish it. I think I got, I want to say 10 to 12 hours into it. I got to kind of just a little bit past sort of the big reveal of where the story is going. Like sort of, every one of the games has sort of like the first one, they're looking for El Dorado, and the second one, they're looking for Shambhala. And in the fourth one, I mean, I don't know why I'm trying not to spoil it. The game came out almost 10 years ago, I think. They're looking for a pirate city, a lost pirate city. And yeah, spoilers. They may or may not find it. And I kind of just got to that part. So,
okay.
Yeah. Anyways, it's a good game.
Twist.
You should finish it.
I'll put it on my wish list, and I will pick it up next time it goes on sale. It'll go on sale again. Sony,
Yeah, it's true.
Sony keeps doing this. Yeah.
All right. Let's continue. So you have dropped Uncharted 5. And you have copped Pokemon, whatever the next entry is. Pokemon Gen 10, we'll call it.
Okay. I like Blah.
Similar vein. Are you going to cop or drop video games
Okay.
This is all video games. You can never touch another video game.
Oh, I see where this is
Or
going.
Pokemon cards.
Oh man.
The physical cards. As we all know,
Hmm.
you have semi-recently, dove into the world of the actual trading card game and battling and everything. You're on your journey to be a Pokemon master, if you will. So, which will you never touch another day in your life?
Pains me to say, but man, every video
Both
game
options
ever.
should pain you to say. Yeah. Okay, you know what? Let's make it more broad. Every video game ever, or every physical card game ever.
Oh man,
Does
that's crazy.
does that even the playing field, or does that make it worse?
Definitely makes it worse. I didn't even get to play my Gundam card game yet, and Riftbound is coming out in October, man. Ooh, okay.
These
That
are the
is
tough choices
though.
that life forces you to make.
Hmm. 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 I think just based on man, if I drop video games, there's nothing to talk about on the podcast.
That's true. The podcast is possibly over at that point. We are done here.
I think I'll have to drop trading card games.
Okay.
Like because part of it is also like there's the social part
Good
of
point.
trading card games.
Right.
That's really fun, like going out meeting people and linking up with new people. But I think video games is just more convenient. There's I don't want to say there's more artistry and stuff to it because that's in card games
Different
as well.
artistry.
Yeah, different. But I think video games is just definitely where I'm at right now, more convenient to play and enjoy in a more variety of ways. Like you can play it in bed winding down, you can play it with people.
Right.
When you're slacking off at work, you can play video games. Card games you have to find like people to play with. So,
right. Okay.
I'll say drop the card games, keep every video game ever.
Very, very interesting. I think for the first time in this game, possibly. I wasn't sure which way you'd go, Uncharted or Pokemon. But this one definitely surprised me. I thought you might drop video games. So the next one leans into Pokemon cards. So are you going to cop or drop our favorite gold cheese string man, Goldango?
Yeah.
Or we've got Palisand, everyone's favorite glowing, shiny sandcastle.
This one's easy. I'm copping Goldango. He's made of money. He's made of money. Although I do like the sandcastle. He's funny. Palisand.
I wanted to go with Sandygast, but I don't know. The card for Palisand looked better than the card for Sandygast, if you ask me. It was more of an equal comparison to compare Goldango to Palisand. So
fair enough. They're both ghosts.
Yeah.
Kind of. Haunted things. I don't know, haunted money and haunted sandcastles.
I actually have to admit, I don't think I had any idea that Goldango is like stacks of coins. And now that I'm looking at this one EX card we have, I can see very clearly stacks of gold coins in the background. So
his whole thing is like he's like a little ghoul that hid in treasure chest, and then I don't know. But also like he also surfs.
Yeah,
so I don't know where that comes from. Like
he's just a cool guy. He's just a chill guy.
Yeah, he's just a cool surfer guy. It looks like a cheese string man.
Right on. Okay. Well, thank you for that. Now we have a few more to go through. But the next ones, we are going to change gears here. We're going to rewind time back to, I believe it was your talk with Dayton.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you going to cop or drop Fantastic Four or Superman?
And it's a good one. Yeah. Like the new movies, right?
The new movies that are both out currently.
So Fantastic Four First Steps, or I guess it's just called Superman. I'm gonna cop Superman. I think I just had a more fun time watching that and left happier and
right on.
I was like, oh, that was very nice. I also like watched a movie. Watched it with my parents who never go to the theater with me.
You know what? It's so funny. I did the same. I was in Calgary. My wife had gone to Ontario. And so I took both my parents out to see Superman as well.
Nice. How'd they find it? What's the parent review for Superman?
They both liked it. We came out of it and we're walking to the car, and my dad goes something like, I forget what exactly he said, but it was something along the lines of, I'll always go see a Superman movie. You know,
Okay.
just
Yeah, yeah.
he loves Superman, and it's a little bit in the name. You know, my last name is Schuster, as we've talked about. Maybe not on the show, but yep, Superman, one of the original co-creators, is Joe Schuster. So there you go. No
It's in your
actual
blood.
relation, but yeah,
It's kind of in your blood.
yes, it's kind of.
I know, like for my parents, my dad didn't fall asleep watching this movie,
Okay,
so that's a good sign.
yeah.
Notorious for falling asleep during movies. And my mom said she liked it, but she
Oh,
thought Superman was kind of weak, and she didn't like that.
oh,
I'm like, well, he has to like struggle a little bit. It can't
interesting.
be. He's got to get more powerful later. He's just leaving room to grow.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
think she was expecting like Superman 4 level Superman, but she was like, why is he bleeding? Like,
yeah.
don't worry about it. It's storytelling.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
What
that was fun.
what did you think of Fantastic Four?
I thought it was okay.
Uh-huh.
It was a great movie. I was definitely like on the edge of my seat, more or
Mm-hmm.
less. Like I was wondering how they were gonna get out of, without getting into spoilers, gonna
Mm-hmm.
get out of this kerfuffle, and so it kept me guessing. But in the end, I was like, it was just like that was a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
I wish it took bolder
Sure.
choices.
Yeah.
In the end, it was kind of like just the hey, we're back where we started
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing. So, but it was I think the cast is great, and can't wait to see them in the next Marvel thing, because that's the whole reason why they're here.
Yeah.
They're setting up for stuff in the future.
Yeah. Totally. No,
Yeah.
I couldn't. I think I agree with you on both. I don't know which movie I liked better.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
I think my expectations for Marvel film have just sort of been lowered a little bit recently, like
For
with
sure.
the past few movies. So I wasn't expecting the world from it, and I also wasn't expecting the world from Superman, and so they both pleasantly surprised me. Vanessa Kirby, and yep, I'll
Yep.
take that any day. But then Lois Lane, yep, I forget the actress's name, but yep, I'll take that
I
any day
forget
as
his.
well.
Yeah, yeah.
Pedro, and then
Oh,
I
I
forget
love
what
Pedro. He's great.
Superman's actor is. Corn Sweat.
David Cornsweet.
David, that's his
Yeah.
name. Yeah, yeah, just beautiful people in these movies. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
And talented.
and
In
yes,
the
absolutely talented, absolutely. Although you know
100%.
what, Superman did have crypto, so props to that.
That's true. He
That
was
was good.
great.
But
What a delight.
that's right. What a delight. All right, so again, I correctly guessed what you would pick. That you would pick Superman.
Ah.
Now the next one, I actually don't know where you fall on this other character. Are you going to cop or drop the next Superman film or the
The
next
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man film? Of
Oh,
course,
okay. Sorry, yeah,
recent set photos have been leaked of Spidey. I guess this would be 4
yeah.
with Tom Holland coming back again. Lots of news about practical swinging in some of the film. I don't know if you've seen some of that, but they are actually set videos of the practical rig that they're swinging around on. So cool stuff there. So yeah, what are your thoughts on Spider-Man? Are you a big fan of Spidey?
Hmm. I am a big fan of Spidey. I
Okay,
think with this new one, though, I don't know what new thing they can give me other than just more Spidey,
right.
if you know what I mean. Like it's like, yeah, we saw a whole arc. I guess I think the theme is we're getting a street level Spider-Man, but
Mm-hmm.
even then, I'm like, I've seen street level Spider-Man cartoons and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and comics, of course, and the video game was pretty street level, more or less. You're swinging
Mm-hmm.
around the streets. So I don't really know what I want from a new Spider-Man movie. But
Okay.
that being said, I really like Tom Holland as Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
I think Spider-Man No Way Home,
Mm-hmm.
like everyone, it wasn't the perfect movie. I thought it was stellar,
Mm-hmm.
especially like the third act
Oh yeah.
was crazy.
Oh, don't even haters of No Way Home can, I don't know,
Go home.
go home, or I was gonna say they can find their way home because yeah, I maybe not perfect, but like that movie was damn close to perfect. I could
Yeah,
not believe they pulled off what they pulled off with that film. That was
yeah.
literally when I was putting this thing together, I rewatched both the Mario movie and No Way Home because
Oh,
I was
wow.
reminded of both of them, and I was like, I need to check if these are as good or if I enjoy these.
No,
Mario, I was never super high on the Mario film, and it was fine on rewatch, but I didn't need to rewatch it. But rewatching No Way Home, I was like, hell yeah, I am so in. I would rewatch this again right now, and I just finished it yesterday. So
So okay, I had to fact check while you were
Yes.
explaining like rewatching, which I should too. I should rewatch more. But I'm gonna pick Spider-Man because I
Okay.
was reminded that the director is Destin Daniel Cretton,
Okay.
who originally was attached to the Avengers movie,
Oh.
but then they backed out when they changed it from Kang. Now
Oh,
he's doing
okay.
Spider-Man, but I guess not. I don't know if it's most recently, but he did Shang-Chi.
That's
Really
right.
good.
I did see that. And Shang-Chi was a great movie. Yeah.
And he also did a movie I watched when I was younger called Short Term 12. And if you haven't watched Short Term 12,
Mhm.
definitely put on your watch list because it's very sad subject matter. It's about a foster or not a group home
Okay.
of kids who have been essentially kicked out of their families and communities.
Okay.
And it's about like the
Oops.
life of the staff working in that group home.
Oh, interesting.
And he directed that so well. Like Brie Larson's in it. I think a couple other folks are in it before they blew up. So
Okay.
definitely check out Short Term 12. So this guy knows
All
how
right.
to like direct complicated emotional stories.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm in. Good
Yeah.
stuff.
So Spider-Man.
Right on. I've also seen. I'm just trying to think. I saw leaks about two characters whom I believe are appearing in this film, and I can only remember one of them right now, and I'm not going to say it just in case people don't want to know. But I know I saw two, and now I'm like, who is that second one? And I almost don't want to remember because I like to go to these movies as blind as possible, right? I'll usually watch like the first trailer, but I don't usually watch all the trailers because I want to be surprised. So,
No, my trick for when I accidentally see spoilers,
what's
I
that?
just my trick is I just gaslight myself into forgetting the spoiler. I'm like, I didn't see that. I don't know what was going on. I'm not. It's like I'm not even gonna think about it. I don't even know what it was.
It seems like every time I try to do that, all it does is reinforce it in my mind. I'm pretty sure there was something in Superman as well that I had seen that I was like, ah, man, I didn't want to know that. And then I actually did wind up forgetting. And then as soon as it came on screen in the film, I was like, oh, yeah, I knew that. But, oh, no, you know what it was? It was Fantastic Four. And I believe it was, I knew they were, I don't want to spoil anything. So I won't say more. It was actually Fantastic Four. I remember what it was now. But anyways. All right.
Gaslight yourself through forgetting.
That's right. Okay, we've only got a couple more here. We got two more.
Okay. Oh, okay.
One of them will be quick. So again, we're gonna change gears here, but related to some conversations we've had. Are you gonna cop or drop a trip to Japan? A very real trip to Japan?
Yeah.
Or let's just pretend this is also very real. A trip to South Korea.
Oh. The entire South Korea
let's just pretend Japan? You got to choose which trip you were taking.
Right.
Even though you are in fact going to Japan.
Dang. I want to go to both, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you did this.
I figured.
That's why you did this. Okay, so I can't enter the country ever again if I drop one.
You know what? The fate of the country is in your hands. When it drops into the sea, never to return again. It becomes Atlantis.
So North Korea just becomes Korea.
Yes, exactly. There's no more north and south. I guess so.
Ooh, man.
Japan a little more feasible since it is an island, floats off into the ocean and sinks.
It's true. It was funny. I was having a conversation with a coworker, and he was saying like, "I want to go to Korea for plastic surgery." And
right on. Oh, wow!
I think some people do that.
Yeah, I have a friend who got a boob job in Thailand because it was cheap, and
there you go.
Yep, they look good, but
it's cheaper. I heard someone got LASIK in Thailand too.
I've heard of that too. Yeah,
it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I think I'll have to drop South Korea.
All right.
Solely because of Japan's main export.
Wow.
Those darn Pikachus.
Of course. I should have known.
I got to collect some Pokemon plushies before my time on Earth is done.
That's right. Fair enough. I was going to suggest that both are good supporters of Overwatch nowadays.
True.
But of course, Korea obviously was always a supporter. Japan only jumped on with OWCS really, but that's okay.
Know what? Yeah, we got to get those esports players out of here.
That's right. That's right.
Korea.
Eliminate the competition. Yeah. Fair enough. All right. Well, we've come to our final cop or drop.
Mm-hmm.
And this one This one will be a really easy choice. Let me tell you. Are you going to cop this disgusting, downtrodden city, which we're going to expand it out to the entire province of BC, or this beautiful landscape of Alberta? And I think we all know you are going to obviously drop the province of BC, and you will definitely cop Alberta, because look at those two pictures. We got this disgusting street of garbage and
probably
melted slush.
Yeah, melted snow,
and
probably Hastings.
Beautiful turquoise waters in the mountains of Alberta. So,
which lake in Alberta is that?
I have no idea. I just I googled disgusting Vancouver and beautiful Alberta. So okay. There you have it. I think we all know what you choose, and that is the end of Cop or Drop.
all right.
There you have it.
I didn't choose though.
Oh no, you chose. We all know what you choose. You choose Alberta, obviously.
I want to choose both. Or drop both?
Okay. Drop both. Oh no. The entire Western Canada sinks into the ocean.
It's like, yep. I guess we're all moving to Seattle now.
I guess so.
Yeah. Thanks for running that, Jordan. That was really fun.
Good. I'm thrilled. I spent far too long on that last night in Canva making that.
Yeah, when your bachelor life in,
that's right.
You got to find something to do.
I was like, I have nothing to do right now, so
arts and craft.
Yeah,
that was really cool. We should do it again. I should do one for you. I got to brainstorm one. Cop or Drop.
I can. Well, I mean, you have access to the Canva account, so you can go into my folder and find my template that I used and everything.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for running that game. That was really cool.
That was fun.
Listener, if you followed along, let us know what you would choose. It was very tailored towards me, which I like.
Indeed.
You fed my narcissist side, stroked my ego. But audience, if you have opinions on either one, tell me why I'm right or wrong, or what would you have chosen? And then next time, maybe we can do one for Jordan too. Got to throw more anime in there for his. And then let us know what your favorite Nintendo games were as well in today's indie world. Mm-hmm. Definitely, I'm really looking forward to playing Is This Seat Taken while watching some TV, hanging out on the couch on this beautiful summer. Well, that brings us to the end of our episode. We got to head back outside and touch some more grass for the summer, but we will be back next week for another episode of Sunset Selects, maybe diving into my review of Is This Seat Taken, maybe diving into Jordan's review of... I know I set you up there. I don't know if you have a game you're playing. Uncharted 4.
Sure.
Uncharted 5? These Return.
Uncharted 5. Pokemon blah.
Yeah, well, we'll figure out for next week. But if you have just caught up with this episode, make sure you go back, check out our guest spots more or less for the month of July with our episode on movies with Dayton, with Pokemon chatting with Lucas, our interview with Victoria Tran from Among Us and Innersloth, and with Jesse Peng, the owner of Van City and the largest Pokemon collector in Canada, maybe North America. We'll see. Dude's got a crazy collection.
Mm.
So definitely go back and check that out. Jordan, do you have any wise words for us as we close out this episode this week?
You know what? The reason you caught me off guard is because I was pulling up my wise words and I wanted to make sure I had them ready. So my wise words for this week. The circumstances of one's birth are irrelevant. It is what you choose to do with the gift of life that determines who you are.